Hello, Instagram world. I don't know why I decided to do a live video today. I don't usually do that. I want to talk about body doubling because I feel like people sort of understand what it is and they sort of don't. And we do a lot of body doubling over in the Enclave. It's part of my basic membership. So I just updated an old post of mine. I'm going to use it because I can't remember what I'm supposed to say if I don't look at the screen. Sorry. So it is, in my mind, body doubling is the most underutilized tool there is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what it is. I'm going to tell you how I use it. And then I'm going to tell you how to get started if you need help getting started. So Patricia Quinn, who is a very well-known MD, writes that a body double is someone who sits with a person with ADHD while they perform tasks that are difficult to accomplish alone. The cool thing about body doubling is you don't have to do it in person. You can do it on the screen. This is how I do it. It's really convenient. We love it. Hi, Heather. Okay, so body doubling is exactly what Patricia Quinn says. When you're with another person or people and you're side by side or on a screen and you're working on your own projects. That's it. That's all it is. And there's something really interesting that happens when you're working with someone else. Hi. Okay. What you need to do is you need to find a body double partner. It's really easy. You can ask somebody, in your life to do it with you face to face, or you can come into a group like mine and do it with us. It is easier to body double with someone that understands the point. If you have someone there with you who doesn't understand the point of body doubling, it's kind of like saying, can you just babysit me? And that's weird. So it is better if you find somebody who gets that you're trying to get something done and that you just need the presence of another human. If they just understand that, that's enough. You can talk while you work. You don't have to. You can check in every 15 minutes and set a timer. If you want to, you don't have to. But the point is, everybody does their own thing, and you have each other there in presence, and it works, okay? What I really like about body doubling is it creates a routine. I know that every week at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays and 1 o'clock on Wednesdays and potentially 3 in the afternoon on Thursdays, there is going to be someone else online for me to sit and work with. And it creates this sort of productive routine for me. Having that built-in structure is really, really helpful for someone like me and maybe someone like you. When you are by yourself all day, if you work from home or you're a stay-at-home mom, it's really hard to create a predictable routine and structure. And that's what this does for me anyway. Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Anna. Hi. So that's one of the benefits, I think, is that it creates some kind of structure and predictability in your week. Okay, the other thing is it's really easy to get started on something that's difficult when you're body doubling. Not easy, but easier, I should say. For example, I despise paying bills. I just don't want to do it. But if I'm sitting here and there's 2 other people on the screen with me, I can go into my online account, get the bill paid, and it's not as painful. It's like I didn't do it alone or something. I don't know. It's like comforting. Or to make a difficult phone call, to mute yourself and make a tough phone call, canceling an appointment or firing a doctor or something. It's so much easier when there's somebody with you. It's not like they're hand holding, but it's like a support system. I don't know. And getting started on that is so much easier. It's like the activation thing. I don't know. For me, I have more motivation when I see that somebody else is working. They did I think it was rhesus monkeys. They did some research on rhesus monkeys, and we have these things in common called mirror neurons with the rhesus monkeys, where I actually have a link to this in my article, but we can actually, if we see someone else in our area, co-working, and they are getting something done and they seem intent on what they're doing, we start to mimic their behavior. It's really weird. It's so cool. I don't know. It's really weird, but it gives me this motivation that I wouldn't have otherwise. The other thing is when I have to do some task, whether it's laundry, bill paying, or making phone calls, I think of it as this, what does Jessica McCabe call it? The wall of awful. I think of it as this hard task that I can't do, or I should be doing, should. And when I do it with other people, my perception isn't as bleak. Like it's just something that has to happen, and I'm not doing it alone, and I might as well get it done. I have this whole hour set aside with my friends. I'm just going to do it. So it really, for me, it really helps. And I think it helps everyone else. That's why we all show up and do it. Basically, the possibilities for body doubling or co-working virtually are really, endless. You can work for an hour. You can work for 30 minutes. You can work in 15-minute time blocks with a timer. You can check in at the beginning and state what your objective is or your intention. You don't have to. You can wear earbuds and totally ignore everybody. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to do. I made a list of some of the things that I've done while body doubling. Kind of embarrassing. I have cleaned out closets. I have dusted my living room, vacuumed on mute. I have organized my desk. I've done research for school projects. I've created meal plans and grocery lists. I've written in my journal. I've returned emails and paid bills and made phone calls that I didn't want to make. So it's really simple. Like I said, you can ask somebody to do this with you in your real life if you think they understand the point. If not, you can hang out with someone like me in the enclave or the other women, and you can do it virtually. There's lots of ways to do this. So anyway, whatever questions you have about body doubling, about the technology maybe of Zoom, about how I like to handle body doubling, what we do, just ask me. I'm one of those people you can direct message and I'll just message you back. Hello, is that Anne? Anyway, I wanted to put to rest. I've gotten some questions. People just don't get it. The point of body doubling. The point is to get stuff done and to make it less painful for yourself. That's the point, and to create some structure and predictability. And at least when you know you're meeting some people to body double, at least you know you're going to have that time. If you've been avoiding it all week, you know that hour you can get something done. And that's kind of reassuring, I think. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to go pack, leaving for the conference, and I'm mostly packed, but you know how it is. I'll probably leave without my underwear or something. So have a wonderful afternoon. Any questions, like I said, just DM me.